This is the newly opened Silent Cafe. Unlike other restaurants, this is where you will be served silently. The initiative by Nasa Senyondo stems from his experience while trying to find a job after graduating with a bachelor in human resource management.
When they want to give you a job and they get to know that you're a deaf person, they give you a reason not to give you a job. So they have a wrong misconception. They think that when you give a job to a deaf person, you'll have to give a job to a sign language interpreter, so you have to have double payments, which is not the issue.
Senyondo lost his hearing sense at the age of 10 to meningitis. He says the COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated the already bad unemployment situation for people with hearing impairment.
First of all, actually, we had an idea with my friend from the Light for the World. And most of my friends motivated me and told me and promised me that if you come up with this cafe and it's good, we'll be able to support you in many ways.
Opened on the 3rd of December 2021, the International Day of People Living with Disabilities, the cafe now employs 5 people, with only 1 without hearing impairment.
Because sometimes we get phone calls from phone calls, orders, and we need someone to interpret.
It's a new experience to me, but little by little we are learning. We get along. That's what is important. What I don't understand, I ask them. What they don't understand, they ask me.
Disability increases with age. In Uganda, the Uganda Bureau of Statistics report of 2019 shows that nearly 1.4 million people above the age of 5 years are living with multiple disabilities. Article 40 of the 1995 Constitution affirms that every person in Uganda has the right to practice his or her profession and to carry out any lawful occupation, trade, or business. In 2006, the above article of the Constitution was strengthened with the Disability Act that uplifts employment rights of a person living with disability. Section 12, for example, prohibits discrimination against qualified PWDs on grounds of disability for any kind of employment. Another restaurant, Endiro Coffee, is working towards matching the demands of the Constitution. The managing director, Roger Agamba, says working with PWDs requires one understanding their needs regarding work output.
It's easy working with them because unlike us humans, you're always listening to so many things. But here, once you have your standard operating procedures, they follow them very easily. So working with them has been beneficial. Of course, as human beings, they all have, again, their weaknesses, strengths. So from a HR perspective, they're good people to employ.
Agamba says they are working with 5 people, all with hearing impairment, at their Nakasero branch, and have received positive reviews from their customers.
Yes, so at the end of the day, for customers, they want their product delivered good quality product and on time, which we have trained these people to do.
By 2019, 47% of people living with disabilities in Uganda were not involved in any economic activity, according to UBOS. The chairperson of the National Union of Disabled Persons of Uganda, Nudipu, Bumali Mpindi, says government is not doing enough to ensure equality of PWDs.
We, as members of parliament representing people with disability, we had a meeting with the president. And one of the issues that we raised was unemployment for persons with disability. And our proposal was that we need to have a quota. And for us and him, we agreed on 5%. And once that is put in the regulation and it is accepted by cabinet, which I think they will, and the ministry, we will have that 5% quota.
Senyondo and his employees are part of the biggest statistics in the country. 12.4% of people in Uganda live with some form of disability. For him, it's about equality and inclusiveness. And he says this all goes back to understanding their community. If we can understand the kind of life these people deserve to live, then Senyondo thinks that the life out there for them generally will be much, much better. Walter Mwesije, NTV, Nakulabye.